joined by Longwood University head coach Ronnie Thomas, Emanuel Richards, and Elijah Tucker. Coach.
Yeah. I mean, overall, proud of the guys. Looking back and, I told the guys basically they showed up, every single day. And I think that's the important part about consistency. And if they learned anything, they learned that. And some people think consistency is when things are going well, but it's, when it's not going well. And that's when you actually got to be most consistent. It's easy to do it when it's going well. And I think hopefully these guys learn that. Obviously in this day and age, we got some seniors that move on, but can't guarantee, some people will be back. And so hopefully throughout this year they learn that. And whether, and I told them, you don't get a promotion, like can you still be the same person the next day or do you change? And hopefully they can use that lesson and help them transform them. Tonight was tough. I thought we, put ourselves in a great spot. Asheville's, they're really good. They got, 3 probably all-conference players and, we went up 7 and, they made a little bit of a run and, we still had extra time and we've, done well in overtime. This year we've had some games just came up, short and, we got to take it to hit. But, it was nothing against these guys and what they put into it. And I think they're a championship group and that's probably why I wanted it so bad this weekend. But, I think they learned and grew a lot and hopefully they'll take a lot of lessons that we learned to help them out as they go forward.
Thanks, Coach. Brian?
Ronnie, what explanation were you given on the technical?
Basically, that he's the one that pulled him down. Hudson pulled him down, and and he does pull his hand down, and it's just more so the contact beforehand. I feel like in that moment, I just maybe thought they could have saw the push as well with the pull and maybe just kept it double and let it play on. It was a momentum play, but it's not why we lost the game. We had plenty of chances to correct ourselves from that, and I hate that we didn't, but still really proud of them.
Mark?
Ronnie, I know statistics can lie to us, but there's a bit of a mystery here when Longwood dominates in points off turnovers, points in the paint, second chance points, fast break points, bench points, and rebounds. So where was the margin in this game if it wasn't in any of those areas?
Yeah, I believe in playing percentages, and Toya Solomon and Cam Taylor. Cam Taylor had a big 3 in the corner. That's not his game, and but we played the scout. I thought to how we wanted to, and those guys made plays. But in the second half in overtime, they went 3 for 13 from 3, and so I thought that's why we were able to get that lead. But we weren't able to keep right off the free throw line. I hate it was a foul game. Especially at this time in championship, love for basketball to play and let us, let that do the talking and not shoot free throws. That's the only thing because they only play 7 guys anyways. I don't think they wanted fouls either. But, I think the correction is, probably a little bit of free throw line, but we got there as well. And we turned it over last. I think the big thing is, this is not, Jalen Bernard and Red Thompson, I think both those guys shoot 40% in conference. Emanuel Richards shoots 40.7%. I don't think he knows that in conference. And so I got 2 of my 40% guys that shoot from 3, go 1 for 15. And that's, we got to stomach that and take that. But it's not because of their preparation. And it is hard because we did win it. We won the game in a lot of ways, probably except for that. And, probably the most important thing sometimes in basketball is you got to score the basketball. So.
Ronnie, you pride yourself on being a teacher, a relationship builder, and you've had so many great mentors around you, not just at Longwood, but also elsewhere. What's this first year of being a head coach taught you?
This is what humility. I don't know if it taught me as much as more so it just finally gave me a platform to love and give these guys, a lot of care. And, these guys been with them for 3 years, recruited them both, and just to be on a platform and put them in a program, that how much I can love them every day and care for them, even in the wins and losses. Sometimes I want to, wring their neck out, if I'm being honest, and some of the plays they make. But just to understand, to be the same person, because then I can challenge them to be the same person. And that's, if I taught, just having a platform to be able to be that example for them and sort of move forward from there. So, it taught me, the hardest thing are the losses, and it's not because of how competitive I am or what I want. It's more so because I just want it for them. I don't want this guy to go out the way he went, and And Emanuel Richards, one of the most competitive guys. I just want him to win and see that success. But like our community in Farmville, like, I mean, I think we were second in attendance, and I mean, they come out every night, a lot of support. President Ridley and Tim, I mean, they're awesome. I just want everyone to enjoy, because I know what winning does to our town, and I know what winning does for these guys. And but I know that the lessons that they took from this year, that it'll help them win beyond basketball. So just it probably taught me, and just really just gave me the platform to sort of be myself and love young men, and even in this era, whether it's 1 year or 3 years, like the love will last forever, no matter how long it is.
Chris.
It's 30 minutes. You've been, obviously, Ronnie recruited out of high school. You've been close for a while. How does it feel to hear him say that? And can you talk to me about the relationship that you've built over the 3 years?
I mean, me and Ronnie have a great relationship. I know he's been in a different position the past my first 2 years here, so we were very, very close. I mean, having a lot of conversations about what I'm seeing and the things that's going good for me and going bad. So he kind of knows it all. And then him being in the head coach position now, he has a different view of like my strengths and my weaknesses. So he knows me pretty well, and that helps a lot. Me having that relationship with him off the court. So just being able to conversate and just talk things out together. Just that relationship carries a long way throughout the season. So that was good.
Elijah, hearing Ronnie, your relationship with him has been well chronicled. You're both very close, and you mentioned several times he was the reason you're here. Mm-hmm. What has this place done for you? What has it meant to you?
It's meant a lot to me. Longwood changed me in a lot of ways, especially Ronnie. He cares a lot about his players. I remember last year, 2 years ago, I got hurt in the Big South tournament. He's the one, him and our athletic trainer stayed with me that whole night. In that hospital. He never left my side until that next morning when he had to go for that championship game. So, just everything. It's honestly, words can't explain it. It just means a whole lot. He's the reason I came back, and he's the reason I wanted to, bring a championship to Longwood. And even though we didn't do that, it's still the best decision I made, and I wouldn't change that for nothing. I would always come back to Longwood. So I just appreciate him bringing me here and keeping me along with the team. So, Longwood has a great future ahead of him with a coach like Ronnie, because he does it all. He cares about his players. He does everything he can. So, I mean, this won't be the last, Longwood and bringing a championship to the Big South, but they're gonna get it. And I just say, trust the process. And, Coach Ronnie Thomas is the guy. He's gonna get it done. So, appreciate you.
Yep.
Coach, guys, thank you.
Yep. Thank you, guys.